Today's video, we are going to talk about how to target a single video on YouTube. And I mean literally a single video. There's a video that you know that people that would buy your product or service are watching, and you just want to get your video ad played on top of it. While they're watching that video, they see your video ad. This is going to tell you how to do it. The more important, though, part of this video that's going to be key for you here is I'm going to tell you why you want to specifically do this and why this actually makes you the most money. The short of that simple question or answer, if you will, is that it's more targeted. The more targeted you are with your YouTube ads or display advertising, wherever you're doing that online, the more of an ROI you can expect because you're cutting out all of the waste. You're doing more work up front to identify where are your buyers actually at. Not how can I know there's 3 people in this football stadium that'll buy my product, so let's just shotgun blast all of them. Because that's a good way to piss all your money away. Targeting a single video, on the other hand, is using a sniper rifle to get those exact customers that you know, if you could just speak to them on the street even, while they're walking down the street, they would buy, and to get those people, and then use that money to potentially try to expand your horizons, target a bit more broadly, do things like targeting people on YouTube that have been to your competitor sites, or have been to a review site in your industry, which I'm also going to talk about. So with that said, I'll get directly into the content. So targeting on YouTube happens to be basically very crude by default. This is, I would say, the biggest reason why people can't get YouTube ads to be profitable at the level they want it or need it to be profitable for their brands. Going back to the thing I just said, the reason why targeting a single video is so powerful is because it cuts out all the waste. And there's a point in which you're going to narrow your targeting down enough and that you cut out enough waste of having your ad shown to people who cannot buy or will not buy, to where the campaign just simply becomes successful. It's profitable enough to pay for its own costs, and where you can then run it long term because it pays for itself. And if you use the standard ways to target people on YouTube, it's not going to be targeted enough. So what I always take as approach when I'm going to advertise online, assuming I do not have a lot of money to invest up front, I invest, just as you know, or you may not know, if this is the first video of mine you've watched, I run an ad agency, but I also have e-commerce businesses that I'm also part owner in. I invest in companies as well. If I'm starting out a company, that company doesn't have a whole lot of funds, maybe we're just starting out, the thing I do is figure out who my customer is and where they might be, and then I find the places that have that I can target that have just them or the highest concentration of just them. Not them plus a bunch of people that I know are not our customer, because that'll give us the best ROI, which is opposite of what most people do. Most people just say, well, people that are male and over 45, they want basement remodeling for a man cave, so I'm going to target all of them, which is really dumb. Whereas you could go after somebody who already is looking for a man cave, is in the final stages of figuring out which of the 3 local vendors are going to go with, and then hit them right then and there while they're researching how to pick the best man cave provider, and have a slam dunk customer right then and there that costs you almost nothing to get because you were at the right place at the right time. It's just people don't know how to do it, or they're too lazy to do it. And mostly it's too lazy because it takes work to target somebody that's very specific, and they just want to have their ad set up in 15 minutes and have it be good enough and have it work. They want a lot of results with a little work, and that's not how you make money with YouTube ads in competitive markets where you don't have something that's super in demand with low competition. So instead of targeting a whole YouTube channel at first, or people that are interested in Indian food or whatever as a whole, or are just male over 45, target somebody who's watching specific videos, and you will almost for sure be able to make YouTube ads work, at least at that level. And like I said, you can use that money to build it up. You can start going after people that more broad targeting options to see if you can get those to work. But if you're starting out with a little bit of money, you want to make every dollar count, just target the people that are home run prospects. And that is marking and finding single videos that people that are a home run prospect for you and just targeting them by itself. Not just one video, but a list of individual videos, of which I'm going to go through the exact videos that you're going to target here to get that 800%, 1,000%, 1,500% ROI that you're looking for from your ads. So whereas most people target broadly, your competition's going to be targeting broadly, you're going to be the only one that targets very precisely with your ad. So this is all just open to you in your industry or space. Your best results that are possible and that will be open to you and only you, because you know this and you're going to act on it, is going after people watching individual videos, not people that have certain traits while they're on YouTube, because at least at first. So the 3 types of videos that you're going to target, you can actually, of course, just have a data entry person you hire from the Philippines or whatever to help you build this list of videos that you want to target individually, so you aren't going to have to leave it up to chance and hope that people that are interested in XYZ topic are going to see your ad and buy. You're going to have people that want to buy your product or service and only them see it, because you know that if they're watching precise individual videos, you know that in advance. So of that, there's a list of 3 types of individual videos. You'll tell your data entry person, find me every video with the cut criteria here, here, and here, and then you're going to come back and then you're going to target just those videos. Targeting an individual video on YouTube itself, that's the easy part. You just go under the targeting settings of your YouTube campaign, under placements, or ask you what channels you want to target. You just simply copy and paste in the video URL, and then with that you can target an individual video. So with that, Google doesn't make it apparent up front you can target an individual video, which is great for you because you know you can do it and your competitors are not going to know you can do it. And that's really all that has to be done. So once you get your individual list of videos that have literally home run prospects on it that should just want to buy as soon as they see your ad, you go in, you paste your video URLs in there one by one, and you're done. You can target just this list of 200 videos. They watch just this 200 video on any one of these individual 200 videos, they're going to see my ad. If they don't, they're not. And then you're going to be able to get a good ROI right away, take the money, and then diversify it into a broader campaign. The first type of individual video that you're going to want to target and tell your data entry person to go find you to put on your list of videos that you are going to target is the competitor reviews. So what I mean by this is people, then maybe it doesn't exist in your niche, but if it does, if people on YouTube have reviewed your competitors' products or services, you want to target those videos first and foremost. Why? Because if they're watching a video that's reviewing that product or service of your competitors, that person's like 2 seconds away from buying in your space. They would not be watching that video for any other reason, virtually speaking anyway. So that would be what you want to first do in terms of targeting on YouTube. That's going to make you the most money the quickest. Secondly, along with this, you're going to have your data entry person find you all the competitor demonstration videos. What I mean by that specifically is on your competitors' YouTube channels themselves, which this is the beauty part. You could actually target people that are watching your competitors' YouTube videos on their channel and just steal the customers away. But within that, I don't recommend targeting the whole channel, at least until later, until you've done the 1, 2, 3 thing here that I'm telling you here. But within your YouTube channels of your competitors, there's going to be videos where they're demonstrating that product or service that directly competes with your products or services. If it's a CNC machine that makes parts, you're showing where and they have a video that shows how they're making a part with their machine. That's the video you're going to target. Why? Because you would only be interested in that video if you were interested in buying that machine. You're in market. And not only you're in market, but you're probably going to be buying because you're looking at individual machines at that point in time. You're looking for specific machines that you are interested in and how they perform. okay? And then make your list of videos within that competitor's channel that demonstrate the product or service. And of course, part of the benefit of targeting just individual videos instead of the whole channel, like a lot of people would try to take that shortcut and do, like what you're not going to do, you can single out the individual videos that show a demonstration of a product or service they sell that directly competes with your products or services. Because there's going to be some products or services they sell that don't really compete with yours because it's more expensive or not expensive enough. And you can just ignore those. And then with this, by the way, as a side, if you're wondering what you show up and do for a person watching your competitor's demonstration of their product or service, you simply are going to show up if you want to do it the way that just is going to get you the most insane results. You're going to, if they're looking at competitor product A and how that performs, like with the CNC machine example, how it produces a part, then they're going to see an ad here that says basically this product X here sucks, and the reason for it sucks is A, B, and C. Our product doesn't have those issues with it, and you're going to show a demonstration. If they're watching a demonstration of product X, you're going to see they're going to automatically see a demonstration of your product Y. And then at the end of the video, you're going to send them to a page on your site that talks more about your product Y. That works so damn good because it's relevant to what the user's looking for on YouTube in the first place. They were looking at that machine because they thought that was what they wanted. You know your product that directly competes with it's better, and you're telling them it's not actually all that in a bag of chips. And here's the demonstration of how it works and showing how it doesn't have those weaknesses. Now you've essentially just hijacked that customer. That they would have went with that product X, but now they're going with you. Now, you could still make money just having a run-of-the-mill commercial showing up for the person watching that demonstration video of your competitor's item, because it's already so targeted and there's so little waste of people that are seeing your ads that are not going to be buying from anybody. But you'll make 2 to 5 times more by doing it so you have a unique video for every one of your competitors' products like that, so you can be hyper relevant to that user looking at that exact item. Because you know it and I know it. If I'm looking for reviews on a new car and I see an ad that talks about a local dealership, I don't give a rat's ass about that. Maybe it might move me once in a while, but you're going to tell me that another car that's just like it from Audi, when I'm looking at Mercedes, is actually better for the price of the item I was just looking at, I'm watching that damn video. So it's up to you. How much do you want to make? The more you want to make, more effort it's going to take to put in to do this. But the good thing is, once it's all set up and done, it just works and it works and it works and it works automatically with doing nothing more. So yes, you can't complain about the amount of work it takes when it's going to produce a couple $1 million a year in sales for you when it's done automatically. I mean, of course, anything like that in life that works that well, of course it isn't going to take 15 damn minutes to set up either. This is the way the world works. But if you want those sales at that insane ROI, 10 to 1 or greater ROI, which is the type of ROI you get doing this type of thing, you got to put that initial work in to help the user so that the user just ultimately buys from you. So anyway, that's the second type of individual video you're going to make a list of and then target. And then finally, your third one here is buyer suggestion videos. So this would be like if I sold work boots. I'm going to target individual videos where people are saying, they're typing into basically to YouTube, what are the best types of work boots to buy? And then there's videos that will show up and be like, how to buy the best work boot, or how to know what are the best work boots, or the top 5 work boots to buy. Those videos just like that, where it's clear that the only reason why they could be watching those videos is because they're going to be buying work boots in the near future. Those are the type of videos I'm specifically talking about here. And then of course, with that, you just have a video that shows up and says why you have the best work boots specifically, and then you redirect that traffic to your site. As a side, the best thing to generally do in a situation like that with the work boots, they watch the video ad, great. You could send them directly to your product page on your site and probably do okay, but most product pages suck as is. I'm sorry, it's just the way that it is. Most e-commerce sites, the product pages are weak. So what you want to do is redirect them to a sales page that sells the product, and then after going through that whole sales page on that product, they can go to the e-commerce product page to buy. That sales page will have like all the reasons why what makes this product unique, why it's good. It'll be like, here's what it does, here's the features, here's the warranty, here's the testimonials, here's the return policy, and broken down into sections. At the bottom of the page, click here to buy, and then it takes them to the product page on your site. So if you're selling products, just know that's generally how you need to really suck out the full value of the traffic you're generating, because there's going to be such a small amount who click through the video ad, and why piss away all the potential from that, because you're sending them to a page that, even though they're pretty well informed already, it has minimal information on there. So, but anyway, that's the individual type of videos that you want to make a list of and then target. And then I told you, of course, what type of video to have show up afterwards, and then where to send them afterwards after they watch the video and click through. That meant literally gold bars for your business if you're going to set this up and what you want to specifically do. There are some videos, I don't care what business you have, on YouTube that you damn well know if they're watching those videos, they're going to be buying from somebody in their near future. If it isn't you, it's going to be somebody. And that you can get in front of it and make a good, reliable income being on those videos from now on. And those sales will be yours if you follow the system. The only question is, are you going to invest in this or are you not? As a side, even for a business like ours, we're doing it. I run an ad agency. What do I do? Okay, just for a little bit of transparency. I, of course, want people. Our funnel's a little different. When you're running an ad agency, you don't send them to a sales page, okay? I get them to watch a video, and from the video, I can get them to watch other videos on my channel, and then from those videos, then they can get to my sales page, if you will, my website. I'll have our initial video ad then show up on other videos of my competitors that I know that customers like mine also watch, because there's other people on YouTube here that specifically that I know that my people that liked my channel and that contacted me afterwards also liked. There's 2 or 3 guys. So I just find all the videos of those 2 or 3 guys put out, and I make sure my video, which is just like an educational style video, shows up on those videos every single time, so that I'm constantly pulling that trickle of the hottest, most qualified traffic on YouTube that I can. So you should do something similar. And so before targeting broader than individual videos, you'd be much, much better off doing this, because I know what you're thinking already here. Well, how much actual demand could you pull and sales could you pull from these individual videos? Fine, yes, but you're forgetting also that you can remarket to people after they watch these videos. Because with Google ads and YouTube ads, you can have it that if they simply see your video ad, just see it. Not click through, but just see it. Now you can have other video ads show up for them. And most people, when they do video ads, first of all, they don't know how to make a video ad. They don't know how to make a video ad script or flow that works. But then on top of that, they don't understand that it's just not one video ad by itself that's going to, skyrocket your sales. You need other video ads to show up for them. So you have the one video that's extremely well placed, gets you the most qualified visitors and basically no waste. And then you have a series of 5, 10, 20 videos show up after them that go through other demonstrations of the product or service, other reasons why you should buy, the type of people that buy, or the reasons why they buy, testimonials from users, so that you're telling them a story through your other ads. And then the combination of them seeing those 10 videos in a row gets them to actually want to buy. And you've actually built up a relationship with the user at that point in time. So for every time you can get somebody to view here, you have 20 other opportunities to sell to them, or 100 if you want. And so you could think of just having your ad show up during these times as a way to tag the user that's going to buy, and then all your other ads are going to do the selling. In some situations, like when they're watching the demonstration videos, like I said, you can pull off demand off that first video pretty well. In other situations, if they're looking for or watching a video, top 5 work boots to buy, and you show up during that video, it's probably certainly not enough with that video alone, because that's where people go wrong. They say, oh, they saw my ad, it didn't work. No, that's just the start of it. You got to do more than just having them see one random video ad and then they're going to buy. It's not how it works. You know that's not how you buy. When you're going to buy something online, you didn't just think about it for 2 seconds and then buy it, right? When's the last time you did that? Maybe you're going to buy a candy bar. That's how your mind works. You're going to buy a $500 item. That's not at all how it works. You got to do more. And so, yes, it is an expensive, pain in the ass, whatever, to make 10 videos like that. But again, once it's done, it just works. It's going to pull in millions of dollars in sales for you long term, because you've got a funnel that works. Building a sales funnel online is not going to be cheap or easy. I'm not going to claim that it is, but anybody could do it, and it's not that much. You could make 10 videos that goes over the main points of what it takes to sell somebody. Spend, even if you want to be generous, $5,000 a video, and then once you have this set up, your campaign just spits out money after that. So you spent $50K for a funnel, of which you're going to make $50K in sales a month from now on. So it's literally nothing still. And that's the type of typical results you're going to have if you target the way that I'm telling you to target here, and then you have a funnel like that on the back end. Because think about it. If you're going to buy work boots, and you kind of looked around, some people said something, some people said other things, and then you saw 3 videos from a happy customer who bought XYZ work boots, and then you saw the demonstration of the work boots 5 other times, what are you going to be more likely to buy? You've actually done so much for the user to understand your work boots. You're going to end up with that purchase from that person 50% of the time at that point, if they were going to buy. Because people buy, if they're not totally broke and they're not just buying on price because they have to, which is 10% of the population, they buy with who they think is the most reputable company, because that's the one that's least likely they're least likely to have a problem with. And whoever they think is the least likely to have a problem with is the person who's the most reputable. Of course, they could go on reviews, but I can promise you the reviews in and itself isn't that powerful. The reviews, you can't have bad reviews and do what I say and end up with amazing results. You can end up with okay results. But when you have good reviews and you do this, you end up by default being the #1 option for every person that went through your funnel there. Because they know more about you than any other option in the market at that point in time. So, and outside of Google search advertising and Bing search or Microsoft search advertising, this is the #1 way to make money online today. Yes, Facebook ads certainly can work. I'm not going to admit that they don't. But YouTube for niche items is still better. Why? Because you can target people in a freaking super targeted way. And if you aren't selling a mainstream item, it's hard for Facebook to find the right people to get in front of. Facebook advertising is not as cheap as it used to be. Conversely, YouTube ads are really cheap still, because people don't understand the stuff I'm telling you here, and they don't want to put the work in to target an individual video. So they have to sell the views cheap, but because you're targeting so precise, that penny that you're being charged for a view is literally nothing. You're getting in front of a known buyer for a penny? How could you not make that work? So anyway, it's a bit of a rant. Now, once you've done all this, you can, like I said, reinvest your money into broader things that can get you more out of what you're doing, and it'll be easy to kind of dial up your profits because you've already got the funnel in place. Then you could target people who have searched for a buying term on Google, which you can do through custom segments. You create a custom segment targeting every keyword that's resulted in a sale from your Google search ads since you've started running Google search ads, or at least converted twice, let's say, if you have the ability to do that. And then if they're watching any YouTube ad and they have searched for one of those keywords in the recent past, now your video ad can be shown. That's very effective. That's what I would go ahead and do next. I would also make sure that my video ads, and actually a lot of times this one's first, then the buyer searches on Google, but anybody who's been to my competitor's website or visited their channel, I would make sure if they're on YouTube that they can see my video ad as well. That's basically always going to work. And that if it doesn't work extremely well, you can pay a little less per view, and then now it is ROI positive. So it's not a matter of if or how much, or should I say, it's not a matter of if, but how much. And then also, you can target people who've been to a review site through creating custom segments. You can find all your industry review sites. If you sell mattresses, there's mattress review sites. Well, if they've been to a mattress review site, I want my video ad to show up for them while they're on YouTube. And I'd do that. So these are the other, if you're outside of the stuff I talked about here to get you going, these three things are the three things that universally I'm always going to do right after it, and that are also not as effective, but still usually will be net positive and profitable for your company to do as well. Assuming you have good video ads, you know how to make a video ad, and you're not just picking some random video off your YouTube channel. It's not going to work. And you have a funnel after it with other video ads on it. Even if you have one video ad, you can get these to work as well, but you'd be way better off having a whole set of video ads that show up for them after they've seen the first one. You're going to make way more money doing it that way. If you're making, $100,000 a month in sales with one video, you'll make $200,000 with a stream, or $300,000 with a whole series of videos behind it. So, anyway, just to keep it simple here, target these videos, then you start targeting people who've been to your competitor sites / channel. So that pretty much sums it up. Everything I can tell you about targeting an individual video, why it's important, why you want to do it, and of course how to do it. If you have any questions, leave me a comment below. I get back to every single person that leaves me a comment on this channel, usually within a couple days' time. You can, by the way, ask me any ad-related question you'd like. I'd be more than happy to try to give back for you, because we're definitely happy that you choose to watch our channel and help our channel grow. Beyond that, if you are looking for an ad agency to work with that can guarantee you results on your ad campaign, yes, I do mean guarantee. With that, that's exactly what our ad agency does here at Guarantee PPC. The only catch is that you got to be able to have something we know we can do well with. But what we do is we can promise to get you more sales results on your campaign before we take any fees. If you want to see if we can work together, you should reach out to my agency at GaryTPPC.com, and I'd be happy to give you a free analysis and see what sales results we can get for your campaign. Beyond that, if you like what you saw today, you should definitely consider subscribing and consider checking out my blog at GaryTPPC.com/blog, where you can also find written work from myself as well as on my column at entrepreneur.com. If you liked the video, I'd appreciate you also giving it a like. And with that said, a couple of the things to mention that, if you're not looking for an ad agency per se, but you want great results, we also sell our agency ad templates that work for certain industries. I've ran Guarantee PPC now for almost 10 years, and in the last 10 years, we have worked in hundreds of markets, of which a lot of times we've spent years developing the results we have in a certain market. If we've worked in your market before, instead of working with us outright, you can use the templates that we use for your market. That is the ads, the campaigns, the landing pages, all that work for your market already, of which you can literally copy and paste the results we got into your ad accounts and get the same results we have. If we've worked in your market, it's worth it every time to get the template that we have for your market. And so if you're interested in that, reach out to me at my firm at GaryTPPC.com. I'd be happy to tell you what results we got in your market. And then also, if you're looking to start a business, we also can give you the template to start, a business. And the easiest way to start a business is to know what results you can get with the ads and the actual ads to get those results. Whether you want to start an e-commerce business or sell start a service business where you can start selling the leads and outsourcing the work or what have you. We've got several people that have done that now, which is why I bring it up on my channel every time at the end of my videos that I'm making here as well. It's very popular. So as a last note, if you are looking to work with an ad agency but you don't want to pay fees, we're actually looking for candidates in which we can work on your ad account totally for free in exchange of being able to share what we learned on your account on this particular channel. When I say learn, I mean get the results and show proof of what we talk about on this channel working on a live account. So if you're interested in that, you can also reach out to me at my firm at guaranteebbc.com, and I'd be more than happy to try to discuss if we can do that kind of arrangement together and get you some results without having to do the work or paying for our service fees necessarily. But with that said, I'll wrap it up with that. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you on my next video where we have another great strategy for you then. See you later.